For the longest time, I would have counted myself as the best putter on YouTube. Go on, yes! Get in! Get in! But in 2025, that hasn't been going to plan.
Oh, it's just dribbled on me.
Now that may sound cocky, but actually we always know that it's been an area of my game that I've been able to rely on, given that I'm not the best driver of the golf ball, iron or wedge player, and we all know about my mental game. But this year, putting's not been something that I've been able to rely on. And if we take a look at some of the stats actually around my putting this year, they back that up, that it hasn't been my year with putting. And there's a few key stats that really stand out that shows that I haven't been that fantastic at putting, particularly in the ranges from 9 to 12 feet, 12 to 18 feet, and 18 to 24 feet. From 2025, we can see the difference between what it was in 2024. It's 50% down. That isn't good. And also to back that up, my strokes gained data is not good when it comes to putting. In 2024, I actually gained strokes, 0.23, as well last year, 2025, I actually lost a full stroke. And if you're losing a full stroke in one particular area, given that my other areas aren't my strongest point, it's not going to make for some pretty scores. But how are we going to fix that? Well, there's a brand new line of putters from Mizuno that I'm going to be telling you about, and also be going to getting one in my bag to hopefully solving my problems. And in that lineup we have 4 new models. We have the Kyoto, the Osaka, the Nagoya and the Tokyo, all named after Japanese cities as a nod to Mizuno's heritage. Now all 4 models are doing something slightly different. For instance, the Kyoto, more of your classic style design. All these putters feature deep face milling. They are made from one peach forged steel and they have the copper underlay, but it's more the looks that give them that slight difference. The Kyoto is more of your traditional blade, so it's not designed at maximum forgiveness. It's more at that classic look, that person who wants that slim looking blade, that standard look from the past when they're looking down at the putter. As we move through the lineups though, we do start to see forgiveness being a big part of the design of these. And also one other key factor about all the putters is that the way they've been designed is to give you that real forged sound of the blade when you actually are hitting it. So we don't want the soft urethane insert sound, we want that traditional forged sounding, and that has been a big part of all these design heads. So as we move into the Osaka, what we would see is something a bit like the Kyoto, but just getting a little bit wider, so it's maximizing forgiveness from toe to heel while still maintaining a little bit of that classic blade look as we go through. And definitely there, as you hit it, you do get that sort of, I wouldn't say clicky sound, but definitely that one piece of metal that this is as a putter. And as we move further towards Japan's most famous city, Tokyo, which will come in a second, we meet Nagoya. This is more of your traditional looking mallet. So this is blending that real forgiveness aspect in that traditional mallet looking style. It's not quite the Tokyo, which has the fangs. It's just got more of the rounded sides, bit of a bigger footprint, and just giving you that little bit of forgiveness for any strike that is hit ever so slightly toe to heel. And the fourth and final, we end up at Japan's most famous city, Tokyo. The fang styled putter, a very popular model nowadays that we see, blends alignment, forgiveness, but also with that forged head, you're getting a little nod to the past and you're getting that classic feel with that forged putter and allowing you to get everything that you want from it. Now all the putters come in 2 different finishes. You'll see the black finish here, the nickel, or you'll see this satin like finish. Also you'll notice a little red diamond with a letter in. That is to signify the type of neck that you will get. There will be a P, an S or a B, which is plumber, slant or bend. All depends on what you're going to get fit into and what you like the look of most. Now one thing that everyone will want to know as well, how much are these putters costing? They're 299 RRP. I would imagine you'll probably see them a little bit less, and the way that the putter market's going, certain models now 300, 400, 500, 600 pounds for certain ones. I think for a forged one-piece putter that looks classic in those designs, that isn't too bad of a price, to be fair. I think that's round about that nice sweet spot. I would expect to probably see them for about 249. But which one am I going to choose? So in 2026, my putting needs to be better to help me get that My First Win complete. But which city am I going to find myself in? Well, I'm not going to do what I normally do and just pick putters willy-nilly, because if you look at what I went through last year, it was a fair few. So what we're going to do is head down to the Foundry in Atlanta, the home of Mizuno Golf, and get one of these dialed in to make sure I've got the right weapon for the job. So we have Britt with us now, who is one of the R&D designers of the new M-Craft City line. He did the rounded one. Britt, there's 3 issues that I want to cover or solve, fix. They are, I feel like my strike has gone. I don't feel like I middle a lot of putts anymore. Definitely toe, definitely heel, very wipey. I feel like I struggle aiming. I feel like it's not quite where it used to be. And then with those 2 things, I start to feel like the consistency of my stroke starts to go everywhere. It gets a little bit, I always feel I'm out to in and then swiping it a little bit. It just, those 3 things, I think if I solve them, I get back to my best.
Okay, yeah, I think we got some key elements on the new stuff that's gonna help with all 3 of those. So let's jump in and take some data on your current gamer. You said you were bad at putting.
This is, yeah, they've not gone dead center, so.
All right. We can look at your gamer data, so it's important to know just not to get lost in the data. Like, data's not everything in putting. It's a lot about confidence over the ball, liking what you're looking down at.
Yeah.
So we'll hopefully get you into some shapes that you feel confident with.
Yeah.
But we're definitely gonna look at the data. So wow, you told me the data was gonna be good. So if it's green, it basically means it's tour level.
Well, you know.
You're green in every single category. Looking at impact, super consistent, that's really the most important thing. If you're delivering consistent, you're gonna make putts. Looking at impact spot, you talked about a little bit of variation. Definitely a slightly tick down on the consistency score there.
Yeah.
This is actually the best I've ever seen. with how these lines are right on top of each other, you can't even see the other turquoise line.
Yeah.
Saying all your planes of motion are working like perfectly together.
Yeah.
They're on the same plane. Your rotation plane and your path plane are right on top of each other. So nothing's fighting each other.
Yeah.
So this is the M-Craft Nagoya double bend. All right, go home.
Yeah, done. Chilies.
Just burying it in the back. How does the head shape alignment look? I mean, now we have an alignment line on the top line of the putter.
Yeah, I like that. Stands out.
Sometimes when it's on the bottom flange, it's a little detached from the ball, and getting it right up to the ball is helpful.
So now we've gone to, is this Nagoya?
This is the Tokyo. So the Tokyo is our Fang putter.
Initially, I think the other one.
How did it feel?
I liked it. I felt like the strikes were better. There was one very similar strike out the toe. I think that was first one.
Okay.
But it felt, it felt like I was getting the centre a bit more there.
Okay. We'll
and
take a look
the
at
aiming, whether it's just me taking more notice of it, that seemed to be a little bit easier. Whether it was colour and line or just the whole shape of it. Felt like there was not having that missing bit at the back. It was like I could align everything a bit better.
Yeah.
We shall see that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at this. We're looking at 0.3 closed. I think your gamer was 0.8 closed.
Yeah, it was 0.8, yeah.
So we're getting a little more dialed in on the just address, just setting up over the ball. Look at this, 0.3 to 0.3. I mean, you're aiming right where you're hitting it. These scores are off the charts here, but I'd say this might have won in the aim, in the alignment category.
And if we flattened it slightly, it dials in the strike a little bit, do you think?
So that's checking 2 boxes, and then their consistency box was the last one, right?
Yeah, stroke box, and it was...
I think you're just never going to have an issue with consistency. Compared to tour players, you're right there.
Okay. So we've seen the fitting, but which one am I going to choose? Now, and I said earlier in the video, I was going to get fit for a putter and I was going to stick with that putter. You didn't see this in the fitting, did you? You didn't see Osaka P. You didn't. And for a while, this thing, the black with the little white alignment line, which going back to date over the last few models of Mizuno putter haven't had a sight line on the top edge. They've all been on the back plates or lower down on the putters. I thought this was going to be the one, but I'm going to stay true to my word. I'm going to stay true. I'm going to go to my favourite Japanese city, even though I've never been. Nagoya is the one for me. I've modified it ever so slightly. We've got the Golf Pride Pro Only Blue Star grip on there, just because I prayer grip it and it allows me with my small little hands to get them close together. And the reason that I've gone for this is truly because of those stats that we see from the fitting, in that my big 3 problems were my strike, my alignment and my path. And for me, when I now have spent some time with this, I've actually gone ever so slightly longer. I've always had a 33-inch putter. I was fit with a 34. I've stayed with the 34, changed the grip up ever so slightly, and just posture wise I feel a bit better over it. But alignment now, the cleanliness and sort of sheer cuts of the head of the Nagoya, and then the black line actually sitting on this satin finish now just really stands out as someone who uses an alignment aid on their ball in terms of the little line. When I put this down and then I marry this up, it just matches straight away to my eye. So it sits really well. I've had it bent to the spec that I was in terms of lie angle, so I could keep those stats going. And then from there, what I am now hoping is that come the rest of this season, this will be the one that serves me right and gets me back on track. So that is the Mizuno M-Craft City line of putters. Let us know your thoughts. Would you try one? Do you think it's nice going back to that sort of classic look? And also, why not watch a video here about the new driver? I think that one will surprise you.